So wasn't doing a vlog. Basically I've just managed to get a night out, quick 24, just to test the boat and see how it performed and any little niggles. So anyway, as it happens, we managed to bag one. It's a lovely 24-4. Not bad, especially for a session that I wasn't supposed to be doing. But yeah, we'll definitely take that. It's a lovely fish, slightly bigger than I thought.
There you go.
Right, so it's been about 20 minutes, and yeah, we have another one. Nice common. Should go 20. So yeah, I'm just going to transfer it into the sling now, get it on the bank, get it weighed, a few pictures, and yeah, happy days. A lot of fish coming out today. My brother's just had another one, so I think he's on 3. Chris has had 3. I've had 2. Yeah, ideal. So yeah, that rod's back out. Yeah, the pepper peach that the missus picked up doing the do as well, so that's 2 fish on that. Happy days. Quick look over on the map as we slip it back. It was only 17.8, saying only. Still a lovely fish. Spin it around actually. Oh yeah, nice fish, full of spawn, quick bite. So yeah, we'll take that, get it back, rod's back out. I think I'm going to move a rod and then yeah, see if we can capitalise on it. It's turned out to be a decent session, considering it was only a lucky sort of session. Right, catch us in a bit. Right guys, so there's my blog slash non-blog. Yeah, it's like I say, I wasn't even meant to be down. Literally just got an opportunity to come down, test the boat, and yeah, there's a couple of issues with the boat, but then again, I did get it cheap. I only paid a lot under the going rate for one. So yeah, unfortunately I've got an issue with the echo. It doesn't seem to be talking to the boat, or the boat's not talking to the receiver. But yeah, so I've got no signal coming across, so it's not showing anything when the boat goes out. It is what it is. One of the hoppers, it's been used a fair bit, and I don't know, it's had maybe something too heavy in it, and that it's all bent out of shape. But yeah, other than that, like I say, I've had to get some new fresh batteries for it. I got a new aerial for it, but yeah, it's still been done its job, you know. It goes out there, it drops a bait. I know the spots on here, so it's just a matter of wrapping up and taking them out. So having an echo isn't a massive, like, you know, downer, but yeah, it just hasn't been looked after very well, the boat, previously. But yeah, now it's in my care, I'll get it back up to scratch. I'll get someone to look at it, and yeah, we'll go from there with it. But no, it's 2 fish on the bank today. I'm about to wind in now. I'm going to head round, go see Steve. He's going to put a barbecue on. I've got a couple of burgers there I can take round as a token gesture, and yeah, I'll have a bit of an evening with him, wait for this wind to die down, come back round, get some rods out ready for tomorrow, see what happens. But if not, it doesn't matter. Like I say, it was a bonus session. Doing my week next, obviously the week coming up, so I'll be on from Friday to Wednesday. That'll be obviously when I was going to do my blog anyway, so this will be a bit of bonus footage, so I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. Don't want to go on too much. So yeah, I'm in a peg I've only ever fished once before. It's normally quite rangy on here, but obviously with that time of year we've obviously hit that switch now. The fish have been coming in a lot closer, so again, like them fish I've had today have come quite close range. So yeah, it's I've enjoyed myself. It's been good to get another couple under the belt. Like I say, I'm going to go and enjoy a barbecue, go and chill out, and like I say, get the rods out. If there's any more, I'll do a bit on them, but yeah, if not, like I say, I'll catch up with you in the next vlog. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this little segment as a bonus, and I hope you enjoy the vlog coming up. Hopefully it'll be decent. Right, catch you in the next one. Morning everyone. I haven't done as much camera work as I would like to have done, but yeah, I got a fly from work yesterday. I managed to get down the lake for about 4 o'clock. I went straight around to go and see my dad and his pal. But yeah, unfortunately, his mate, he wasn't too good, so he had to go. So my old man came round last night for a bit of a social. We had a couple of beers. He made a bit of food, and one of the other members, he got down after work, and he jumped in just next door to me there. So yeah, he ended up coming over, and so yeah, we had a bit of a social. So I never got the camera out last night. But yeah, here we are, starting my week session. Decided to go into left side on this bank that I've not fished yet. On this left side of the winter bank, it's quite rangy, so the most of the spots are out at range. But this time of year, with the fish being close, I don't know how I really feel about that. I mean, they have been shown out there, but runs wise, lately I've had most of mine close in, so I might have yeah, I don't know, I might have spotted for myself there, really fishing a bit too long, fishing past them. I do have one relatively close, only 20 wraps out to my left on a nice hump. So yeah, if that does the do, then I don't know, maybe put 2 over that way, or see what I can find in front of me that's a little bit closer. But yeah, we'll see. It was a bit wild and windy last night when I got down. Big westerly was on. I had to wait till about 8-9 o'clock to get the rods out, but they went out. I felt the nice drops. So yeah, we're fishing. So yeah, that's about it for the morning update. Not a lot going on. It's about 6 o'clock now. Been up since 5. Just watching the water. The fish are well dotted around. So yeah, we'll just have to see. I've not had an early morning bite this time for a while, so yeah, keep our eyes peeled. It's meant to switch to a northerly and an easterly, so it's going to feel pretty cold over the next couple of days. But that's why I've opted to be on this bank, into the wind, and we'll see what happens. Not too busy. There's only about 5 or 6 of us on. So yeah, that's about all there is to fill you in with at the moment. So yeah, I'll catch up with you all in a bit if something happens. Hopefully it does. So yeah. Well, can you believe it? one there, one over there, double take, absolute chaos. Wiped the mark out next door. I was sat with him, only had a couple of bleeps on the receiver and didn't think note of it. Big drop back, so yeah, yeah, that did a big run. Managed to pick him up, which is unfortunate, but yeah, 2 fish to deal with. Both look as though they're going to hit 20, so yeah, I'll get to sorting them out.
Hey, Owie, there you go.
So this is the first one of the double take, 23-14.
The second one, Jen.
Absolutely lovely. Perfect, what a start. I was thinking of moving earlier, seen loads of fish up the other side, but that wind came, brought a couple of fish along, so yeah, absolutely made up. Quick look at the other side.
Nice, thanks to me dad.
Yeah, thanks to Dad for getting this one in, because I was playing the other fish. So I'll give him £14 or so. Oh, happy days. Nice, that'll do us. Get the other one, and yeah, we're off the mark anyway. So the start of our
off, yeah.
4 days. It hasn't. Don't worry about it. Start of our 4 days. So hopefully there'll be a few more to come. Happy days.
It does like. Right, we're on.
Well, here we are. PB, £32 on the nose. Don't know what to say, to be honest. I really don't know what to say.
Have to trust another angle.
Thank you, Mr. Carps. Absolute stunning. How about that? 32. So happy. What a trip. Only 2 fish in, and hopefully there'll be more to come. But I mean, what more can I say? Thank you, Carps. Absolutely made up. Have a look at the other side. Magnificent. Absolutely. Just words have lost me.
I can't see it again now, so.
It's... oh yeah. Cross off. Yeah. So wide. But there we are. Well happy. So made up. Chuffed. Now what else happens now for the week? Doesn't matter. I'm sure there'll be a few more. Yeah. Let's get the rods back out. Try again.
Carnage.
What a fish. The whip on it. Absolutely made up. Yes. One happy man. Let's get the rods out. Let's get fishing again. Well, we're on about last knockings now of the day. Yeah, I haven't done any filming or anything since the action this morning, the absolute chaos. Yeah, busy day socialising again, like last night, but yeah, I had a couple of people down to see me, and yeah, a good couple of beers were drank, celebrating the PB. So yeah, it was nice, really. It was good to have a lot of company. That's about in it. It's sharing them moments. They'll go on forever in your memory. So yeah, definitely worth cherishing. Yeah, still sort of in cloud 9. To be fair, really, just still up in the clouds. Can't really quite believe what's happened. Fully made up. I can't. Yeah, it's yeah, it's took me nearly all day pretty much to calm down. But yeah, at the end of the day now, yeah, I've enjoyed it, but unfortunately no more fish. Didn't see anything this afternoon. Like I say, it's pretty cold, that easterly wind. Absolutely shattered now. Obviously been up since 5. Normally have my little nana nap and a dinner time, but yeah, it hasn't happened. Not much sleep last night, so yeah, I'm gonna get my head down a bit earlier tonight, sorry, and then yeah, get up for 4 o'clock hopefully, and get up that little bit earlier for first light. Start seeing them shore, and yeah, we've got that wind directly into us tomorrow, straight north. So it's got a bit of clout behind it as well, so hopefully it'll bring some fish and get a couple more on the bank. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't quite confident in making it happen, but you never know, but yeah, there was a good few come out Friday after a big wind. It was pretty quiet around the lake for everyone else, but yeah, it's yeah, pretty fortunate that I had them few fish, and hopefully I'll see what tomorrow brings. So yeah, I'll give you an update tomorrow, and hopefully a few more on the bank to show you. But yeah, it's so far so good. Yeah, for first morning on, yeah, it's a great start. At least it's done now, you know. I mean, I might have 4 nights ahead of me, well 3 now, but yeah, it's yeah, it's ideal. Can't complain. So yeah, I'll catch up all yous in a bit. Right guys, so yeah, I thought I was doing another little evening piece. Yeah, I can't quite remember what I was saying on my previous bit before this, but sorry, excuse me. Yeah, so yeah, I made the move down here. I might have got it wrong, who knows. Obviously it hasn't happened today. I do believe, obviously, I mentioned moving down onto shore and fish, and quickly just put a couple of rods over on top of them. Yeah, obviously nothing's happened today. I've been watching the water, and there is still fish in that bay around the corner. I've been watching them just up until now, until I've sat down just to do this piece. So yeah, they're definitely still about. They're still there. They will be moving in and out, more out than in. I would have thought now, getting to this time of day, it's about 5:30. So yeah, they'll probably be exiting the bay and getting pushed back out to wherever they like to go. So yeah, I've got, obviously all my rods are in there, or on the entrance to and from. It's nothing yet. I've seen probably about 4 or 5 fish show close to over the rods. Still no joy, so yeah, make of that what you will. Again, I haven't seen, there's no one's caught today that I know of. Well, no, in fact, I'm 100% sure, definite that no one's caught today. There's 2 lads turned up, and the rest of us that were here, we've just all moved up this way. So yeah, obviously by that one that's stuck down there, and he was on him an hour and about going, but he stayed, so he's obviously doing this night as well. But no, I don't think he's even had anything either. So yeah, it's been a bit of a weird one, bit of a tough one. It's not really fishing great, but then again, given the weather, it's not great. The weather's not great. It's for the back end of May. Obviously, the couple of days away from June. Yeah, it's been pretty awful, to be fair. I think May in general for us up north, it's been terrible. It's been more like April, I'd have said, really more April-ish weather than May. Like you said, real cold northerly winds. Yeah, it's just quite high pressure, 1020, 1025. Although yes, I did catch in that yesterday. I was the only person to catch yesterday, no one today. There's been a fair few hatches going off. Whether they're just more interested in the hatches than anything else, yeah, could be the case, or they're up in the water, they don't fancy a boilie. I don't know, loads of factors, because at the end of the day I'm on fish. I know I'm on fish, I've moved on to fish. I can still see them, they're still there, and I'm not catching. So yeah, something's not clicking into place. So I can't blame myself for that one. I don't think I'd have fared any better where I was. I think moving, although it doesn't really feel like it was a good shout right now, I do think it will come good. I was seeing nothing where I was, but obviously I've seen plenty here. So if I'm seeing them here and they're in the area, it's not a bad little spot, this. I mean, I've only fished it once before, last year in midsummer. Yeah, there's plenty of people that I've been in and out with this swim, and it has been steady away, pulling a few fish out. So hopefully I can get amongst it. I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do more than one night here or not. There's not really many options left available now, like I say, with them two lads coming. One's gone where I was going to go, well, move into tomorrow, so that's off the table. And the other lad's turned up, and I think he's gone where I've moved out from, so I can't even move back to that spot. So really, to be honest, we're all very spread out, and given what's left, this is probably as good as it'll get for me. And especially if more do end up turning up, you know. So yeah, I've just got to roll with it now. I made my choice. I've just got to stick it out, I think, and try and do something with it. It was a good area I was in, but I've had fish, so I do like to reset a session. It does feel good. Still got obviously tonight and then 2 more nights to go. Yeah, it's a shame about the weather. It goes really dark, gloomy, and a bit rainy. Not much wind. The only sort of pluses we've got is it's a new moon tomorrow, and the pressure is down to around 1010. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to work the area and see what we can do. Like I say, the mouth of the bay is a good option. Like I say, there's been plenty of fish around that, and I'll have something to eat, and then yeah, we'll get the rods out. And there's some other spots that I've seen fish on another area I'd like to try. So I don't know, we'll see what tomorrow brings. But yeah, for now, enjoy a few beers, and yeah, we'll just get some food on the go. Oh, how about that then, eh? Nice slab of steak. Celebrate the yard PB. Didn't get round to opening it yesterday. It's only a cheapy one, like, but yeah, I don't know. Should be all right. It's about as good as fucking bank food I ever have. So yeah, seen it there, a couple of quid, and I thought, you know what, in case something special comes along, I'll get that and I'll enjoy it. So yeah, warming the pan up, put that on, couple of minutes either side, bish bash bosh, and then yeah, we'll tuck in. I haven't really got anything to have it with, like, maybe it's just a slice of cheese and in a bun, but I'm happy with that, with a beer. That'll do us. So yeah, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do the rods, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings. Like I say, bit stuck for choice now anyway. I can't really go anywhere. Got as spot as any now. So, see. But yeah, we'll get this on anyway. And then hopefully we catch up and it's good news. Right guys, just a little update. I've moved again, so yeah, didn't really like where I was. Like I said previously in my other piece, took the gamble to move. Yeah, I gambled to move, and there was a few fish showing over there, but yeah, nothing happened. So yeah, I gave it as long as I dared. I'm a big believer on here is if you're on fish, and especially fish that are feeding, by your first morning you should have caught really. If they're feeding, you'll catch them. So they're not really that elusive. It's just a matter of being in the right place at the right time for the feeding windows, as small as they are at the moment. So I just wasn't feeling confident. It's not really a swim that I particularly fish much, and the areas the water you have to fish to, I'm not a fan. It's not really an area I really like to be in, but like I say, the fish were there, so we had to give it a go at least for the night, which I said I would do, at least a day and a night. Somebody turned up anyway late last night, and they fished in the little woods bit as well, so yeah, it's not ideal to draw the fish back into that area. So like I said, with the options that I had available, steaming up the hill, yeah, the options that were left weren't great, so I wound in anyway just to go and have a social and a bit of a chin wag with Mark, who's he's packing down now anyway, and he's just next door. But yeah, the wind was trickling into here pretty much all day. Did start to see fish moving down, and it is a peg that I do like, and I do like this time of year in the summer. It hasn't been fished. There's only been one angler in here, and that was Steve a couple of weeks ago. There's no one's been in since him that I know of, so it's an area that hopefully they'll feel safe in. And yeah, there's been a good few fish showing. There's been about 20 shows I've seen when I got round here earlier on. The wind has swung though, and it is going back up the other end of the lake, and I haven't seen a show since, so I don't know. Hopefully they're still about. But anyway, at least I can get the rods out hopefully undisturbed, and when they do move back in, hopefully we'll have a chance. I've got 2 more nights now. Probably won't go chasing them again. I'm just going to anchor down here and try and make it happen. The swans with their litter of cygnets. 7 chicks, I think. One's having a piggyback there, look. Yeah, they've done well this year. We'll see how many survive. I'll write my rods off in a minute. But yeah, cute until they get very annoying. I love that one tucked in its back. Well, that's summer for you. Well, supposedly summer. Don't know how cold it's been for the majority of the session. Hoofing it down now. Still yet to get the rods in the water. I'm just tying up some baits now. Looks as though I'm going to have to drink more cider. Wait for it to pass over. Well, hopefully it'll bring the fishing on. Maybe, I don't know. Take the temperature off the top layer and push them down a bit. I mean, the pressure is low. The pressure's really good. I don't know. Well, that's it though. Like I said, I'm here now. I'm here. It is what it is. Make it happen here. If not, then, you know, yes, it's been a long session for only 2 fish, but for the 2 fish we had, I'm happy. You know, I came, I did it. The rest of the session, yeah, I've moved 3 times. I am trying my absolute best to bolster that number, but I can only do so much, you know. No one's exactly having it away. I mean, there's only one lad, him, that moved in, and the swim I've originally moved out from, he's had 1. So yeah, I was kicking myself a little bit, thinking, well, yeah, I've probably moved off fish. I should have just sat tight, but I really struggle with that sort of style of angling. I'm not a long session angler in one spot. I can't do it. I really can't. I mean, I'm more like, you know, I'll do a night in a different swim every time. You know, I'm not a set the stall out kind of bait it and wait it. It does work, but I like to chase. But yes, horrendous this. Right, anyway, tie some rigs. Alright guys, a little bit of a quick update until I before I go back to bed. It's just gone 5 o'clock now, been up since 4. Redid a couple of rods, just with fresh baits. The 12 millers don't seem to obviously stay popped up for too long, so by the time they've been out there overnight, they're sort of sank. So it's not a bad thing. I mean, I have caught fish off them like that, but yeah, I just wanted to get them refreshed and see obviously what was going on with the water over first light. I had a couple crash last night in this corner, so they didn't push all the way out, or at least not all of them did. And a couple of liners in the night, but that could have been pike in the edge. I heard a few crash around the corner as well from me, so yeah, we don't know. It's yeah, it's a tough one really, but I had a bit of an occurrence last night. It pulled up, looked like it was going to go, got to the rod and it started settling back down. So yeah, not really sure. And like I say, I watched over the spot to see if there was birds popping up or whatever, to see what possibly have caused it. I didn't see anything close in, maybe signs of a pike or something run through the line. But as I sat back down and I was looking over the spot, I thought I seen it looked like a sort of like a whitey silvery colour on the surface in the shadow of the trees over the area of where my bait and rig would have been. And yeah, sure enough, it was a patch of bubbles. So yeah, I was just watching, and then a fish did slide out over the top of that. So they were there feeding last night. I may have been picked up and got done, but yeah, like you say, the rods have been redone now, and yeah, we're good to go. Like I say, it's 5:15 now, 5:20. Since I've been up since first light, I've seen a couple of fish in this corner, so they've already came into this corner. There's been loads of fish showing all around, sort of like this part of the lake, up this end. I haven't seen anything down the other end. There's been a lot out over next door, where Mark was. There's a load of fish there. I mean, I did have the chance to go in there if I wanted to, after he packed up and went, but like I say, I've opted to come into here. I'm happy enough still with this choice. There's definitely fish about, but yeah, I've seen enough now anyway. So the time I've been up, seen where the fish are, the shores are really quite meh. It's really like splashy and horrible, just like it's been pretty much all week. So yeah, definitely up against it. I feel really fortunate to have to have got the 2 that I did get on the first morning. But yeah, now it's just looking really awful. I mean, like you say, there's a lad on here as well who's done the same as me, nearly a week, and he's still on no fish. So, and he's had fish on him. He's had a lot of fish on him. So it's just very small like feeding windows on here, and it needs to marry up with the weather. You need the right weather system to push them down on the bottom, because these fish in 20 odd foot of water, they're not on the bottom majority of the time. They're up in the top top third. You know, it's warm up there, the sun's getting the water, it's warming the top layers up, there's hatches going off. Yeah, it's not the one really, just being able to fish the bottom. But you know, we're just fishing for that exception to the rule. There's no weather systems inbound, there's nothing. It's absolutely awful. I would not opt to come out and fish in these conditions. If I was looking at the weather and it was like this, I would just give it a miss. But you know, the holidays we're in, and you know, like most of us, we don't have the luxury to pick and choose when we can go fishing. We've just got to, you know, we've got to go when we've got the time. And yeah, unfortunately, the weather just missed it. Last Wednesday to Friday would have been the one. Like I say, that little bit of a weather system come in, and there was a few fish caught. Maybe I squeezed them couple of fish out just on the back end of it, but yeah, since then the weather's just got worse and worse. It's deteriorated to absolutely nothing. It's completely weatherless. Mind you, saying all that, you know, it could happen. I mean, I might be eating my words here later on. Really do hope I do. I hope I manage to at least squeeze another one out. But yeah, if not, it's still been an amazing session, hasn't it? So yeah, I'm going to go back to bed now, and yeah, I'll give you all another update later on. Now, you'd have called me an absolute liar if I told you just 10 minutes ago that it was glorious sunshine, flat calm and red hot. It looked so good, in fact, for stalking. I've just moved, so yeah, I've moved again. I was over there, just behind them trees. So I've only moved down a peg. I've moved on to where Mark was on. There's been loads of fish out, sort of like well out into the mid. There's loads of features. So I've been watching the fish fucking smash out there. So yeah, I decided to move dinner time. I mean, I gave it till dinner time over there. Nothing turned up in the corner. They were there first light, then they pushed out, and then they never came back. And the majority of the fish I've seen are out there. Plus, obviously, matey on Tony on over there. He had 2 this morning, and I'm going to be fishing a very similar. Well, it is pretty much the same zone, but well within my boundary. So yeah, it is close, but yeah, it is my bit of water. So yeah, he's had 2 from there. Like I say, last roll of the dice I've only got today. Well, I've only really got the morning now. It's about 3 o'clock. Yeah, 2:45 now. Yeah, 2:45 now. There's no hope of well, saying there's no hope. There isn't much chance of an evening bite. Evening bites in here are very rare. But last evening bite I had was obviously over on the point at 6 o'clock. But yeah, it's looking really spicy now. It's that wind's cold. It's a northerly, easterly. So yeah, it's got a bit of a bite to it. The pressure's low. The clouds are building. It's starting to rain. Just as well I didn't go stalking. Otherwise, yeah, everything would have got soaked. I've just dumped it. Everything's just dumped. So yeah, by the time I faffed on getting the rest of the gear around and wrapping up rods and and tying baits on, just literally ready so I could jump back into swimming and get going. But yeah, this just fucking turned up out of nowhere. Looks absolutely bob on. I'm well happy. I'm happy with the move. I'm happy with this current, whatever it is, however long it lasts. It might only be short-lived, but yeah, it's looking good. So last roll of the dice, that's it. We're done. End of the session. We've got tomorrow morning to maybe nick another, but if not, I've tried. I mean, I've moved 4 times now. Probably shouldn't have moved in the first place. I should have stuck it out, but baiting and waiting. It's something I need to learn. I need to learn just to be able to sit on my hands. I'm too reactive to movement of fish. There you are, I've just seen one. Right, I need to stop messing on. I need to get sorted.
Alright guys, so here we are now, the last morning of the last day. Just sort of coming into that period now where I'll be expecting a bite if it's going to happen, about 8 o'clock. All the movement I've seen is kind of the middle, but past me now. I haven't seen anything sort of round where I'm fishing. There's like a westerly, northwesterly blowing now, and it's blowing right down the other end. The lad straight opposite me on point, he's had one. So yeah, I did call that swim out for me mate who's coming down for Steve. He's down tomorrow morning. I said if that was free, that might be a good shout, but yeah, someone got in there yesterday and they've had one, so maybe I had a good call on that one. I haven't really been paying attention to what else has been coming out. I don't know if anyone else has had anything, but yeah, it's we're firmly on the back of the wind. The shores haven't been great, but it doesn't mean as though they're not there. Yeah, like I say, we're coming into that time now where it can still happen. Yeah, just yeah, we'll see. Obviously, I know I've had a long session. You expect to see more on the bank, but it's not the case with this place. You know, it's a tricky water when you don't really have a weather system to help push the fish into an area or bring the fish onto the bottom. It's yeah, it can be pretty hard if you're just fishing for that sort of exception. Like I say, there's been a lot of hatches. There's one just shore there. That, yeah, well, not too bad. There's not a million mile off the spot. Yeah, there's been a lot of hatches. They've been up in the water, splashing about a lot. Obviously, I fell victim to them fish. I've been on here long enough now. I should know better. Moving on fish like that is a no-go. Like I say, it's only ever paid off once for me. Every other time I've chased fish like that, I've just ended up being further and further away from them. So yeah, it's been a case of I've just made one mistake after another, and I've obviously tried to pull it back and try to correct it, but it's yeah, I've not managed to rescue the session, unfortunately. It's just snowballed into a string of blanks now, but yeah, it is what it is. We did what we needed to do on the first morning, thankfully. It's more than enough for the session. So yeah, I'm not too disheartened that nothing else has happened, but it would have been nice with the time that we had to have bolstered the captures. But in all hindsight, if I could reset the session, I probably just wouldn't have moved. I'd have just sat on it and I'd have just baited and waited. It's in a good central zone. The fish always pass through there, and yeah, obviously it's done 2 more fish since. I don't know if I've mentioned, Bailiff got back in there yesterday late on tea time, and he had one within a couple of hours. So yeah, it seems to be pretty productive. So yeah, it's been doing well, that swim. Yeah, I shouldn't have moved off it, but hey ho. If you don't see me again, after this piece, then yeah, obviously nothing else has happened, and yeah, I've got myself back home. But yeah, I won't be fishing out till probably the end of June. I've got a couple of things to do, and then they'll probably be spawning shortly, so yeah, I'll be giving it a miss. So, but yeah, yeah, fingers crossed that something else happens. But if not, it's been another good session, and yeah, I hope you all enjoy the vlog no matter what, and yeah, cheers for all your continued support on the channel. Here we are then. At least one of the moves paid off. It ain't a big one. I wouldn't like to say it's gonna go double. 20, sorry. I think it's an upper double. It might surprise us. It's not very long, but it's got a bit of depth to it. But yeah, we did it anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna get it about sorted now, and then yeah, we'll do a bit of footage. Happy days. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to come back on camera, to be honest, but rod's back out. I've got a couple of hours yet until I go this afternoon, so I don't know if they're in the area, might pinch another one, but yeah, if not, I'm happy that at least one of the moves has done the do. So everything was just drying out nicely, but there we are. Rather have a wet net. Right, we'll get set up. Yeah, catch us in a bit, we'll have a look. Here we are then. There's for the spawn. 17.4. Like I say, it is very short, stubby, but yeah, welcome nonetheless. Certainly ready to spawn. I'm sure next week when the weather's better, they'll start, I think. So, but yeah, more than welcome though. 4 moves later, yeah, I still sure stuck to my guns, tried to get that spot to develop a bit more, but yeah, nonetheless, we made it happen. Yeah, well chuffed. I believe it's one of the Hunsfell's fish, so yeah, not bad. Yeah, let's have a look at the other side. A bit of damage on the other side, but we've got the propolis there we'll stick on. So, but yeah, lovely starburst on it. There we are. Nice moon scale, and yeah, the starburst at the back there. It's nice. It's not a bad little fish. But yeah, happy days. Get some stills now, and we'll treat that little wound and then get it on its way. Also got a bit of orange fleck there in its fin.